Yo ho ho ho! What's up, everyone? Today we're gonna be trying to find out if you can stop overthinking. So I'm gonna go over a bit about what overthinking is, things we have to pay attention to. So yeah, stay tuned. Watch this video. I'm gonna go over everything you need to know in order to end overthinking, or at least to stop suffering from it. So yeah, first, what's important is. What is overthinking? We gotta find out what that means, what that points to. So it's basically just sort of like, I kind of see it like storytelling in your mind. There's just these thoughts, right? These scenarios, It's usually connected to the future or the past. It's usually not connected to something that's happening right now, right? So we my cat's trying to get out. Wait, can it open the door? 1 second. Did I close it? Oh. Nope. Anyways, so it's usually connected to some sort of like future scenario we have in our heads, like, or things we gotta do, like, oh, I have so much homework, so much work for school, so much paperwork to do at work. Oh, I have a whole week of things ahead of me. Or it has something to do with the past, like you were in a social situation and you were like, oh, what did they think of me? Did they think I was cool? Oh, I wish I hadn't done that. I wish I would have done this. You know what I mean? Things like that. It's usually just connected to either some sort of conceptual, hypothetical past or future. It's often filled with a lot of assumptions. So you assume, oh, they must have, like, this is a common thing people do, is like they assume they understand everything someone meant by something. Someone might give them a mean look and they're like, oh, he must hate me. Like, well, what if he just gave him a mean look accidentally? What if his face just like that? You know what I mean? Like, it's like we pretend we know exactly what's going on, and like when something happens, we like to tell a little story to ourselves, often play the victim or like make it seem really horrible. Like, yeah, I'm being purposefully vague with this because it is kind of vague actually. Like, if you put any definite meaning on these things, you're just assuming. Yeah, I don't know much. Like, right now what I know is basically just how the sky looks, you know, where I'm at right now. That's what I know. Anything else is just kind of an assumption or like kind of a half truth. But yeah, humans do these things a lot of times, where they just assume they understood the whole situation, and then they think about it and they think what they could have done better, what they could have done worse. They think for the future. Or like, maybe you have like an example, dishes piling up, and you're like, oh, I have all these dishes to do, you're basically, all you can do really at a time is one dish at a time, but you got all these dishes in your head already, so it's like you're doing all the dishes at once. So it's basically just a lot of conceptualizing, telling yourself narratives about the past or the future. And it's often linked to this sense of self, the ego, whatever people call it, right? There's many words. I don't want to get too much into that, but it's often linked to me. What did they think of me? How did I do? Oh, I have so much to do. Oh, I have to be successful in the future. I have to do so much. Like, it's never really linked to the present moment. It's always like somewhere else. So humans are like a funny thing. Like, they're like the only animal that's dead before it even dies. You think like a little bird on the branch actually thinks about, oh, I'm gonna die one day. No, but we're already dead before we even died. You have to live your life to the fullest. You have to be successful. You have to be this, that, because you're gonna die. We're already dead in our heads. You already killed yourself in your head because, like, you can't enjoy the moment. Like, the simple things, you rush through everything. So what I'm saying is, overthinking, it's just a bunch of conceptualizing about a non-existent future, or about a past that already happened that you didn't fully grasp everything that happened. Like, a lot of it must be based on some sort of assumptions. And sense, thoughts just happen like the wind. It blows by itself. Thoughts just think themselves. You can't, there's no real you to put an end to it. Plot twist. You can't put an end to overthinking. Like, because you are just another thought. So if you were to put an end to overthinking, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna leave you at that. Oh, you can't do it. Boom. Oh, end of the video. Like, that's a little, that would be kind of a scam, right? So, the only way to end overthinking is to see it for what it really is, kind of like that. Like, if you really pay attention, if you're mindful of your thoughts, sort of like, well, first I gotta give you a little refuge, you know. So I'm gonna make up a little refuge. Don't think this is just a way of looking at things that's gonna ease up the situation to where you will be able to see your thoughts more clearly. Don't mistake what I'm gonna say for another identity, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna get into all this awareness stuff. But this is just a useful tool, useful way of looking at things to see thoughts more clearly. Because the only way to truly end overthinking is for it to be seen clearly enough to be unproductive, unnecessary, and wrong, where it just stops by itself, you know. It's kind of like a kid stealing cookies. When you see him, he kind of freezes, kind of stops. You see through the trick, and then it stops by itself. You can't really put it to a stop as a choice because you never had a choice to start it, so you don't have a choice to stop it. But it can be seen through, and it can stop, you know, the conditions of its arising, which is conceptualizing and, you know, thinking that you know what's going on, have to be seen through and put to an end, and then it won't arise anymore. So the trick is, like, you know the sky, how the sky, like, let me even point at the sky. You see the sky? It has a bunch of clouds right now. It's kind of bad weather. You know, you can't even see the sky clearly. Well, the sky, it doesn't care about the bad weather. It doesn't. Right. So you have this knowing of experience, awareness, some people call it. And this knowing of experience is sort of like the sky. You know, you can't find any limits to it. It's sort of just the space where everything's happening. You know, because thoughts arise and you know them, feelings arise and you know them, sensations arise and they're known, you know. So this knowing of everything, right? Now, try to sort of, from this knowing, see the thoughts as they are arising in real time, just be aware of them. And just be like the sky, fast and unbothered by the bad weather. And just sit, you know, call it meditation if you will. Sit and just don't reject the thoughts, don't reject the feelings that come with the thoughts. Just sit and watch. And watch. And if you have a thought about the thoughts, that's just another thought. Just keep watching. And you will see. You will see, if you keep watching, that these thoughts, a lot of them are not even based on anything that happened or anything that's happening right now. A lot of them are just speculation about the future. A lot of them are you basically thinking about what you gotta do when you're not doing it right now. So if you have a bunch of dishes, you can only do one dish at a time. So thinking about all of the dishes is not productive. So basically just watch, you know, watch, fully let everything happen. Don't reject, the sky doesn't reject bad weather. Be like the sky and accept everything, all of these thoughts, all of these feelings, feel them, see them fully, and keep watching until they sort of fizzle out. See, a lot of the problem with overthinking is also because you're overthinking about how you don't want to overthink, so you're rejecting it, which causes more overthinking. So yeah, I hope that made sense. See, I can't really tell anything definite about these things. But yeah, a trick is be like the sky, be this knowing, this awareness, and watch the thoughts, and they're just passing through. It's not your thoughts because you can't stop them, you didn't start them, so you don't own them. They arose due to conditions, things happening, your knowledge, things you were conditioned to, your upbringing. It's such a mix of things. You can't really, pinpoint where it all began. So just watch. Don't give it energy. Just accept it and it'll go away by itself. You can't put an end to it, but it can be seen through. And once you're done with that, you don't have to rest as awareness anymore, okay? Because there's no you. That's the final trick. We'll get into that in another video, but yeah, that's about it. I hope this helped anyone with overthinking. I really do. That would be great. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in another video. Peace. Whoa.